I'm going to tackle John 1:1 with two points. One is a biblical or scriptural defense, and the other one is a historical. And Trinitarians fall short on both. Now, it's important to know that John 1:1 has been used by many Trinitarians to teach the pre-existence of Christ. But does it really teach that, or are they lying through their teeth? The answer, yes, they're lying. Because Genesis 1:1, John 1:1 teaches that in the beginning was the Word. That connects directly with Genesis 1. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. And it also connects perfectly with 1 John 1:1, 2, and 3, where it says in the beginning, what we have seen from the beginning, the Apostle John connects it with John 1:1. All these passages give you a good example or a good meaning of what the Bible is trying to say. But nonetheless, Trinitarians teach that John 1:1 is the Word was a pre-existent Christ. In other words, it's supposed to read like this. In the beginning was the Son, and the Son was with God, and the Son was God. The problem with that is that you're teaching two gods, not two persons, like the Trinitarians say, and the one God, three persons, one God. Here they're saying two gods existed in the beginning, so they're polytheists instead of being monotheists. Now, how can we teach that this is not talking about Jesus at the beginning, being the Word? We believe that Jesus is the Word, but the Word made flesh. We don't believe that Jesus existed prior to that as separate from God. Jesus was God before that. So how do we explain John 1:1? Let's talk about this. If we say that the Son existed with the Father, then John 1:1 is teaching that there was two gods at the beginning. Problem? Polytheism. Problem? Where is the Holy Spirit? Why isn't it talking about three gods instead of just two? So that's a big problem in itself. And John 1:1 is being misinterpreted horribly by Trinitarians. The other point I wanted to add is that historically, Trinitarians are so ignorant of what happened with John 1:1. If you follow certain doctors of theology or philosophy, like William Lane Craig, and others, you will find that something happened years ago with John 1:1. And that is that the early church fathers, Catholic fathers, they took the teaching of Philo of Alexandria on the Logos, which the Logos was a second being, a second God, separate from God. And they took that meaning and they applied it to John 1:1. And they formed what we call the Logos Christology. So many Trinitarians ignore that their definition of John 1:1, their interpretation of 1:1, has already been corrupted by the earlier Catholic fathers who gave it a different meaning. The Logos of John 1:1 that the Apostle John taught was a biblical Logos, which means the word spoken, the word uttered by God, the same word that God used to create the heavens and the earth. But instead, they see the pre-existent Son in John 1:1 because from the beginning or earlier, the Catholic fathers changed the interpretation of Logos to mean a second divine being or person. And there you have it. History shows and proves that John 1:1 was corrupted by Trinitarians, and they gave it a different meaning than the one originally intended by the Apostle John.